Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boys, the Oxus, so we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about when Tia is going to actually be releasing on Nikke, because a lot of people have been asking me that, and also a couple important facts that I didn't really talk about much about the character since she hasn't been out, but I do want to point out these facts before you do end up summoning, right? Because there are some things that I did learn along the way going back into her kit while using Naga as well to see what Naga and Tia are going to do together, basically by analyzing everything at once. Right, so make sure you guys subscribe, like on the road to 8K. We're very close. End of the month 8K, end of the year 10K. We want to do that. You guys we need to do that. Subscribe, like, let's go. So Tia, when does Tia release? I'm gonna keep it about. She releases in 3 resets. That's the simplest way I could put you. I'm not gonna say what time zone or whatever. She releases in 3 resets. When this video comes out, there are 3 more resets. On the 3rd reset, she does drop. Right, so. When the video drops, there's 1 reset, which is today. That's 1 gone. Tomorrow there'll be another reset. That's 2 gone. And then the 3rd reset is when she drops. I'll be live on my channel anyway, summoning. So if you want to look at the channel for when I'm going to be live doing her summons, that's when she's going to be out. So you can make it easier for yourself by subscribing. You'll get notified, or you just come back to the channel within the next couple of days to see when she does actually drop at what time, if you still don't understand what 3 reset means, right? Now, the thing about this character, there's a lot of things about this character that I really did notice continually going back into her kit, right? Not on like the day I read her kit the first time, but definitely when I went back in there, right? So for example, right, her first skill activates when recovering cover HP. Affects self. The cooldown of the burst skill gets reduced by 13 seconds. That stack up to 2 times. For that lasts for 12 seconds. And then she also gives a massive attack buff. Now she does recover HP when you use her burst skill, because on her 2nd skill, when you use the burst skill, she recovers cover HP to herself. So I'm not sure. Now the one thing that I did notice is, it says activates when recovering cover HP, affects self, and affects all allies. Now, when she she doesn't recover all allies. Like, this affects all allies, it's for the attack buff. But when she recovers cover HP, right? If there is no cover HP, does she just lose all this, like all these? I'm assuming the answer is yes, but I'm not sure how Nikke worded it or how they coded it, if that makes sense, right? Because we have characters in the game where they need to be healed to get something, but when they're at full HP, even though they're getting healed at full HP, they still get the effect, right? So I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work with this character. But then again, like, that's for certain characters like Rapunzel, who can continually heal you even though you already at 100. Like, the heals will still go off even though you're at 100% HP. There are healers in the game that when you're at 100% HP, you just will not heal, right? So I'm not sure if it's like the Rapunzel side, where even if it's not there, you could still get it, even though it wouldn't go off technically. Or if it's like the other characters where if it's gone, then it's just gone. Now, one thing is, I'm not worried about this because, again, she increases her cover max HP when you land 5 normal attacks, and that lasts for 5 seconds. 32% of a defender's max HP is big, right? I'm not worried about her losing her cover. If you want me to be so honest with you guys, I'm not worried about her losing her cover, because 32%. I mean, this is level 10 or level 10. Let's see what it is at level 1. Okay, I know what the website to use. Yeah, so as you guys see here, I'm not worried, because even at level 5 skills, it's still 25% of the cast's max HP. That's big, right? That's big. So you definitely want to have this character level 5 skills, but I'm not worried about her actually losing her cover HP, because this is huge. But if she does lose it, let's say, that she lose the first skill, which is going to hurt her, because the first skill is what makes this character shine, essentially. Right? The simple fact that you want her to be able to use that burst. If you're going to use her with Naga, you want her to be able to use that burst skill every rotation. The only way you can use that burst skill every rotation is if you have the first skill going off. And the only way the first skill goes off is if you're recovering cover HP. And the only way you recover cover HP is if you have cover HP. So if you lose cover HP, do you lose the first skill, which loses the burst skill, which loses Naga's efficiency? That's the question of the day. Now, the answer most likely is yes, That's what I'm going to say right now. But again, I will be live testing all of this out. I'm going to definitely test to see, because if she still will recover cover HP for herself, right? Or is it like when anybody recovers cover HP as well? That's something I have to test as well, because again, she's still paired up with Litter. You still have Naga. Let's say, I guess technically it still wouldn't matter, right? It still wouldn't matter, because if she loses it, then nothing is changing. Now, the only character who I know that could rebuild cover HP is Biscuit. The biggest problem is Biscuit's on a 40-second cooldown. So I think they definitely, they test these characters, right? Nikkei actually went into consideration, because they made it that not only does Tia have a 40-second cooldown, she's forced to re-enter the Burst 1 stage, which means you're forced to bring another Burst 1 character. And yes, you can lose the cover HP. And the only character in the game to rebuild a destroyed cover is a Burst 2 character on a 40-second cooldown. So if I'm forced to bring 2 Burst 1s already, if I'm forced to bring 2 Burst 1 characters already, I can't bring 2 Burst 2 characters and then have a Burst 1 character, or like 1 Burst 3 characters, because I'm not going to get full, there's no way I can get efficient burst rotations going, essentially. So they can definitely put into consideration of all these simple things, right? But the biggest thing with this character is if she does lose cover HP, which again, I'm not worried about, 32%, or let's say 25, because that's what most people are going to have it at. 25% of your cover max HP being increased of your max HP, of a defender's max HP, I'm not worried whatsoever. Not to mention, she's going to be recovering. There's 3 characters on the team who's actually going to be recovering cover HP as well. Herself, Naga, and Litter. So, in terms of her losing the cover HP, I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I'm definitely not worried about it whatsoever. But it can happen, right? There are characters who can, for example, Chatterbox, Modernia. Well, it depends on how much damage they do, but these are characters where when they break or hit your shield, they will one-tap the shield, right? But if they hit your actual HP, they won't kill you, but you still have this shield. So with these characters, you might have to actually play smarter. I'm not sure. We'll see when the characters come out. Your boy's gonna be good. Your boy's gonna have all the showcases under the sun with different team comps and every scenarios you guys are asking for. That's what this channel is about. So subscribe. But those are simple things you need to remember, right? Before deciding to summon for this character, I would say that's the biggest thing right there, right? This could definitely hurt the character. And even if this does hurt the character, this would definitely, in my opinion, right now, I'm definitely switching Bunny Girls out for Schoolgirls, but this would definitely make the Bunny Girls better, in my opinion, because there's already one thing but there's nothing that holds Noir back from the Bunny Girls, right? When it comes to Blanc and Noir, Blanc is what holds the team back in the sense of her needing, not holds them back, but in the sense of her needing Noir and Noir not needing nobody else. Now, again, Tia doesn't need anybody else, but she does need to have something going on. I guess technically Noir needs to have her HP above 70%, but you could just bring back a healer, right? Unless she dies. But with Noir, whoever has the lowest HP indomitability, the synergy there is definitely going to be more impactful, I think, than this combination, especially if the simple fact is she loses a lot of things for not only herself, but for Naga as well if she loses her cover HP. Because Naga is relying on this character to use that burst skill every rotation. That's the whole thing, right? If it wasn't, we just continue using Ether, it wouldn't matter. But Naga is literally relying on Tia to be able to get this burst skill off every burst rotation, but the only way she can is if she has her cover HP up. Now, like I said multiple times, not worried. There's 3 people on the team who's going to be recovering cover HP, herself, Litter, Naga, and she increases her cover max HP by a massive percentage of her max HP, which is in millions, the millions. HP is in the millions in Nikkei. As a defender, it's in the millions. I'm not worried. But it doesn't take the fact that even if I'm not worried, it doesn't take away from the fact that this character still has the ability to lose their cover HP. So you guys let me know what you think on that thought. because I think that's something very important that I didn't mention once before. I'm not sure if any other YouTubers or content creators or anybody else that plays Decade mentioned this. I'm sure somebody did. But this is definitely something that's very important for you guys to understand. So let me know what you think. Remember, 3 resets from now, tier drops. I'll be live. You guys let me know what you think about this. And yeah, it's your boy Zeus. So I'll see you guys next one. I'm out. Peace.